I'm top rated on Fiverr with over $10,000 made, and I've made over $25,000 on Upwork with a 100% job success score. I have been freelancing full-time for 5 years, and in this video I will be going through the biggest lessons I've learned and the tips you should take note of if you want to be a successful freelancer in Africa. Let's get straight into it. June will always be a special month for me because that was when I started freelancing officially on Fiverr. I started in June 2020. I joined Fiverr with the hopes of making some money. I was unemployed. I had nothing at that time, no hope, no vision for the future. I gave everything I had and I started in June. Now before that, let's go to the origin story, how it all started, so that anyone who is interested can know that, okay, this guy started from here, I can also get there someday. So here is the origin story. Why did I start freelancing? I started freelancing because I had no other options. I quit my job about 6 years ago, hoping to travel abroad to do masters and get a job outside the country or the continent. That didn't work out, so I had no other option. I tried looking for jobs here. It didn't go so well. The pay that they were offering was nowhere near what I felt I needed at that stage of my life. And I saw freelancing on YouTube. I decided to look into it deeper and deeper, and I went all in June 2020. What was I doing before freelancing? I was a manager of a rental company and 2 shops, and I was the accountant of a restaurant. That's what I was doing. I did that for 2.5 years, and it got to a point where I think God showed a sign that, okay, it's time for you to move on. Like, at the right moment, I left at the perfect moment for myself. And yeah, in life, I always look at the bright side of things. When something ends, it could be the beginning of something much better, and that's what it was. I left the job, I was unemployed for a few months. I won't lie and say people encouraging me like, yes, you can do it on your own, you can do it. No one told me I could do it. I had to believe in myself. That's why I always say I built everything that I've had brick by brick by myself. And yeah, that's the origin story. So let's go to the 5 biggest things that I have learned in 5 years of freelancing. These lessons are the most important I'm about to share with each and every one of you. Lesson number 1, freelancing is a business. Don't treat it like a regular job. People treat regular jobs like, okay, I go to work Monday to Friday. I know I'm going to make this amount of money at the end of the month. So when I'm away from work, I don't do anything work related. I just relax, unwind, have fun. And when it's time for work, I just work. Freelancing is different. If you make money, you should focus on reinvesting that money into your business. Like how businesses are. If you have a shop and you're selling things, you sell, you make money, you restock your shop, and then you can sell again and you make profits. Freelancing is similar. I didn't do this for many months in my freelance career, but I felt if I did that, I would have been way ahead of where I am now. So if you make money, you should think of what can I do to improve myself? Can I invest on courses to get more skills, get more knowledge? Can I be better at what I do? Can I market myself better? Like, you're a business. Your personality, your aura, your presence is a business. So you should reinvest in it to get more results. So every win you make, don't just take all your money out of it and say, okay, yeah, this is what I made. Fantastic, great. At least put a little percentage back into it. It could be advertising your services, or it could be using a tool, or it could be something. Back then, my first year, I used to pay for Canva, so I did that. In my first year, I used to pay for Canva Pro. It was about $13 because that's when I was using Canva to create logos to make money. So I had to use Canva Pro to get more options. So I used to pay like $13 a month, and I could create logos for $200, $300, $150, and yeah, that's one important lesson. Now, lesson number 2. The search for clients must be constant. Freelancing is very interesting. It's similar to streaming. People stream and they expect people to watch, more people to watch. But if you're not a consistent streamer, you are not going to get more people coming in. So as a freelancer, you can't just sit back and expect people to come for you. You have to keep pushing, keep showing your face, keep kicking doors. I always say this, luck, or there's a saying for this, fortune favors the bold. Fortune favors the bold. What this means is that if you don't shoot your shot, if you don't make an attempt, you won't get lucky. For example, I play football on Saturdays and I'm a striker. If I never shoot the ball at goal, I will never score. But if I just try and randomly kick the ball, at least something is going to fall in the back of the net. You miss every single shot you don't take. So as a freelancer, you have to have the habit of approaching people. LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, whoever you think can fit in your target market. You have to constantly approach. And in my 5 years, for most of it, I never really approached people because my work spoke for itself. I have a good profile on Fiverr. I have a decent profile on Upwork. So people can see all the reviews and come to me. But what I should also be doing is also going out to people and telling them, hey, this is what I've achieved. Do you need this? So if you do that, it will help. Because as a freelancer, income is extremely uneven. Some months you make a lot, some months you make very little. And that is normal. It's part of life. So luck only happens to those who try. If you do not try, you will not be lucky. If you're not present, you will not get a gift from a kind person. But if you're present, that's when you can get lucky. So that's the lesson number 2. Keep trying to get new clients, no matter how big you are. My third lesson might be quite controversial because I've always said something against this. I've said this a lot. Niche down, pick your niche, specialize in what you know, and focus on people who need that service. Focus on that. My third lesson is know a lot of things. Have a wide knowledge. That is what has kept me going after all these years. If I said I would just specialize on one thing, I'd be completely gone. So let's say there's one skill that you had, or maybe 2 skills, you had 9 or 8 over 10, 9 over 10, 10 over 10 at. You should have like 5 other things you know of that are 6 over 10 at least, 6, 7 over 10. That will help you. I won't say I used to. I am a personalized first line expert. That's what gave me a lot of money on my time at Upwork. But now AI has come in and personalized first lines is dead. To be honest, it's really dead. You can pay AI 1% what you pay me and to write you okay compliments for a lot of emails. You don't need a human being to write for you and pay the human being a lot of money. And that's what AI does. You know, I'll do another video about AI and how to adapt and those things. If I didn't have a wide range of skills, I'd be like, no, I can't do anything. I have friends who specialized in first lines. And from last year, when the demand dropped significantly, they've not really got gigs since. They've had to go and look for full-time jobs to get something. Otherwise, they won't get anything. So they have to shift from freelance mindset to a full-time job mindset. So try and broaden your knowledge. Watch videos on YouTube, read books, get to know about other services you can offer. Don't just specialize on one niche. So it's different from what I've always said. Hey, specialize. Have a broad knowledge. That will help you. That helps virtual assistants as well, you know, because as a virtual assistant, you're asked to do a lot of things. It's a combination of skills that is important for that. So now, that's it for the third point. The fourth point is communication. As a freelancer, that is your biggest tool. Your ability to communicate with potential clients is key, or even clients that you work with. To me, I added these points because even though it doesn't really relate to me because I'm naturally that good, even my worst reviews on Fiverr, the clients who hated my service said, this guy is a great communicator. I I always got 5 stars out of 5 stars for communication, no matter how unhappy they were with my service. They can be like, this freelancer is shit, but he can really talk and cool your hearts down. So yeah, communication is very key. And now there's ChatGPT, it's very easy. So if you don't know how you express yourself, copy the client's message, paste it in ChatGPT, type a prompt like, how do I respond to this as a freelancer who is, then fill in your details, and ChatGPT will give you a good suggestion. With ChatGPT, it has opened the door to packaging. You can package yourself much better, you can communicate much better, and that is a key skill, because people in the US, UK may not think that we speak English. Some people may not. So if you can express yourself well, then you can build trust with them. This is someone with experience talking. So that's the 4th point. Communication is important. It's not a difficult skill to learn. My final lesson in my 5 years is develop a habit. Habit is king. It's another thing that I never really took seriously. I took for granted. But having a habit of working over a long time accumulates. I always say this, when I started freelancing, every single day I was on my laptop. Even if I have nothing to work on, I was on my laptop working on cleaning my profile, choosing pictures, working on my descriptions, portfolio, those things. I was always on my laptop. So if you have a habit of doing something that progresses your freelance targets or goals over a long period of time, it builds up, it compounds, and then you can get closer to your goals. Every day work towards it. If you treat freelancing as a side gig, as something that, oh, maybe weekends and I'll just open Fiverr a bit and Upwork a bit, you will fail. You will become a failure. Like treating it sideways, weekends, let me just look and apply for some few jobs in weekends. You have to develop a habit that involves working on yourself or on your profile every single day. Freelancing isn't easy, but these 5 things, if you do them well, you are guaranteed success. The demand for services will never go down. Yes, AI is here, but still there's a lot of human work that is needed to operate the AIs. AI is just a tool that makes work easier. Lots of bosses don't have time to, let me go to ChatGPT, let me go to my 5 to create a video, let me go to this, that. They won't have time for all the tools. So if you know the tools, if you're aware of the tools, you can become a much bigger package for them. So these are the 5 things. 5 years freelancing, it's been a fantastic experience. I've never worked for a company in Ghana full-time in the 2020s. I quit my job in 2019. Since then, never looked back, and I've done quite okay for myself. Sometimes I look back and I'm like, I had no idea I'll be where I am right now. Like, if you told my former self that 5 years, where do you see yourself? I'll be like, if I can make like $5,000 in the 5 years, I'll be very happy. But I made $35K just on freelance platforms, and then more even outside freelance platforms. So I've exceeded my expectations. I've seen highs and lows. No matter how big you are as a freelancer, you can experience lows. Right now on Upwork, I don't get any gigs on Upwork because I don't really apply for jobs anymore. And the Connect system discourages me from applying for gigs on Upwork. But Fiverr is still going decent. So you can be great. My highest ever earning year in my life is 2022. That's the highest. I earned so much money because I had a full-time job where I was paid in dollars every week, and I had so many clients outside the freelance jobs. 2022 was when I made incredible money. Then 2023, then 2024, then 2021. So in my recent years, it has been less than before, but it's still good. It's all about adapting. 2024, I started investing. 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, I never really invested. I was like, I don't really trust these investment things. But last year, I started getting into investments, and this year as well. So I'm building a cushion for when things are not as busy, I'll get some income coming in. So I'm very, very happy. And as a freelancer, you should embrace the things. When you're not making money, improve yourself, create content, and boost your brand. So that's it. I've learned a lot in 5 years. It's been a very great journey. I'm grateful to all my clients who gave me a chance from the beginning, to the clients who are considering working with me right now. And yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, but 5 years, huge achievements. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, like, comment, and yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I will try my best if I have the time to answer. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.